Hi, I'm Jim from Babicz Guitars, and I'd like to show you several of the things that we do to each and every instrument before it leaves the headquarters. First of all, there are two Allen key adjustments inside that set the tension on the neck so that it's not loose because of the way the fixture works. This is a pretty critical adjustment that it be tensioned properly. So I've got a special tool here, and I have to find the two Allen keys, and really it's tension by hand, something you sort of have to get a feel for. And the point there is that we have sufficient pressure supporting but not limiting the movement. Then when we adjust this attribute, which moves the strings, actually moves the neck parallel with the body, up and down. We don't want to have too tight or too loose. And this one feels really good. So that's one step. Okay, here we are checking the tension of the tuning keys, making sure that they're not too tight, not too loose, just right. We don't want to over-tighten them and damage the finish, but we don't want them rattling while you're playing. Also, calibrating the tension on each gear so that it doesn't come loose or rattle while you're playing. Okay, the next step would be to make sure that the string retainers, the string ferrules, are all properly seated, not going to move or rattle when the strings vibrate, and also check the bridge, making certain that it's properly fixed and everything is tight, ready to put on some strings. Another one of our hand processes is to do the fret tangs, make sure that there's no sharp edges, and as the humidity temperature changes on your guitar, you want to make sure that you have a comfortable playing experience, again with no sharp edges. So this is another hand detail done on all Babicz guitars. I'm putting in the wiring harness, the 1/4-inch jack, and then this spacer goes on, this washer, put it back on. And that's that. Okay. So this is the under saddle piezo, depending on what part of the country you're from, element that the saddle rests upon. And of course I didn't loosen the strings completely, so it makes it a little more difficult. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is the second part of the I-beam system, or the I-mix system rather. This is the I-beam element, and it goes in, and it's going to rest somewhere right under here. And that's what gives you more of your microphone acoustic sound, more of the mid-range definition, and the actual woodiness of the guitar. And then the combination of the two elements gives you a customizable acoustic sound.
Now that we have the pickups properly installed, got to test for volume controls. Right now we got too much I-beam, so we're going to back it off. And when your volume is about the same on each side, you're good. So we've got the system mixed properly and we got the pickups in. Now we got to just install the preamp. Right now I'm getting just a better view so I can make sure that nothing gets stuck when you try to pop out the battery. And you want to have this flush to the body as possible. And we're flush and we're good. Now we're installing a couple of these clips to keep the wires along the sides of the body. Never fasten them to the top of the body because as that top of the body resonates and moves, sometimes they can bounce off. Gotta have dexterous fingers for this. Yep, we're good. After you stretched out the new strings and tune it up to pitch, you gotta check the intonation. Truss rod, make sure you got enough clearance. Go up and down on the fret. Notice any buzzing, you're good. Include our quality control process, just a couple drops of some polish, and just make sure this thing shines. That's our quality control process, and now this guitar is ready to go out to some customers.